Welcome to the Mozilla demonstration of the moz2po command line tool. What we do is we start off with a number of files that are Mozilla specific. So Mozilla's key files are DTD and property files. There are other files, XHTML, any files, etc. that we also handle, but that's not confuse the issue. Let's just look at the two main file types. If we open up these files in an editor and have a look at them, you'll notice here we have a DTD file. For someone who can read XML and who has text highlighting on, this is quite relatively readable, but you'll notice a few things. These two actually match together. The F for file will relate to something like that file up there with an access key. You'll also notice there's a comment here that says do not translate this text. So translate label, that text matches that, meaning that we should not translate this. If you're a translator and you're in a rush, you might actually end up translating that. But often this is how someone will see that text, with no visual highlighting or input. If they're lucky enough to use a tool that helps them edit XML, that's great, it will help them. The other file is a properties file, which is really just a key value type file, which has some complexities, but this is obviously another type of file, and translators need to know that they should only translate that. So what we do in moz2po, we run a command that will traverse the whole directory structure to look for all these different types of files. We're just doing it in this directory, so we say we want to convert everything in this directory, that's a Mozilla-like file, and also output it in this directory. Now you'll notice that there are 4 files. We've added 2 .po files. So if we look at those, we're suddenly looking at the same file, and it might seem even more confusing to you. But here you can see that we originally had file and access key. We've merged them together into one entry so a translator can look at them. Let's put some visual highlighting on this. Here we go, the other 2 have been converted. To some people it would seem more complex than what we had before, but let's open these files in a translation tool. And here you can see our translation tool lists the 2, and it hides all the complexity away from a translator. Same with our DTD file. 2 entries are there and the complexity is hidden. But I wonder if you've noticed the one thing, that entry that was marked do not translate is not in this file. So if we look at our original DTD file and the converted PO file, let's put our highlighting back. Oops, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Here we've got file and ampersand. Those have been joined together, and you'll notice that it's file and the F. I changed is there. I changed. But this one is not there, the one that we shouldn't be translating. And that's the power of conversion from these monolingual files into a bilingual file. We can actually hide away the complexity from a translator and convert various different formats into one format that can reuse a whole lot of features. Now imagine if you find file in a DTD file and in a properties file, you're using the same tool to translate it. That means you can use your translation memories, you can use glossaries, and you are empowering the translator. The command line that we're looking at here, it's run by many teams, but with a tool such as Pootle, most of this would be hidden from a translator because there's the ability to automate this behind the scenes, or to have one highly technical person running this. So a translator would often not see those files. It's quite possible that they could simply download a tarball full of PO files and translate them, zip them up and send them back, and that would be all they would need to do to interact. Thank you very much.